holding it up and then hitting the button at the same time. This
I know,
is
right? Takes skill.
oh boy,
Not
oh
good.
boy.
Takes skills.
The date is, we're gonna timestamp it with the date, November
Oh, that's new.
20th,
The 20th.
2023. It's the 5 on 5 podcast
Hey,
presented to you
real
by
quick, shout out since we're time stamping it. Shout out to a past guest. He just had his birthday, Jeffrey Jordan. Shout out. Happy
Yeah,
birthday, my
shout out
guy.
to Jeffrey.
Friend of the show.
Yes.
Yeah. How old? 35, right?
Something like that.
36. Yeah. I
Something
think
like
we're
that.
all around the same age.
We are.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah, shout out Jeff.
Big happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, love that guy. This is a 5 on 5 podcast presented to you by directmusicservice.com. FIVEON. FIVE is the promo code to save some money. Go get some new music. Go freshen up those crates. We're
Got
happy.
the new Drake in there.
Oh,
The new Drake's in there. Yeah.
Is it good?
I mean, I like it is Spitter Drake, so
Okay.
fuck with it.
We'll take
okay.
rapping ass Drake. We
Yeah.
need that.
He's
Great.
right, and he's petty as shit in it too.
Is it house beat?
No house beat. No. It's like it's Scary Hours beats. It's Scary Hours. So he's
Okay.
just spitting over dark Toronto ass winter is coming beats.
I'm not mad at that.
No. You
We'll
can't.
take-
be.
we
I'm
need
not
it.
mad at that.
Yeah.
We need it. We need a little mosh pit music.
And
I
he's
think
petty, so we like
Yeah.
it.
You saw Travis is making like stadium mosh pit stuff, so he's like, I should
Yeah.
react to-
But Trav just came back on the water remix, and it's fire.
Hmm.
I need to hear that. I love Water. That's my favorite song right now.
Yeah, same. Song gets the girls going. Really does.
Yeah, I play it. It's more music at 117, 118.
Yeah,
Like I'm all for it.
yeah.
The Forbidden Tempo.
Forbidden
Shout out to
Tempo.
Low B. The Forbidden
Shout out Low
Tempo.
B.
Exactly.
In tempo.
Yeah. No, I'm here for all that. Beyonce did a great job of inundating us with music at the Forbidden Tempo.
Right. Even even with the eccentric remix, it's 117.
It's all forbidden. it's all forbidden. No, I'm here for all of that. If you didn't notice, there's the Three Amigos. It's a boys episode. No guest this week. We'll be back next week with a fantastic guest. Full Crate.
Mm.
Is
We're already saying the
joining
name.
us. We're gonna say the name. Yeah,
Okay.
Full Crate's gonna
No
join us next
surprises
week.
this episode.
Yeah, no kidding.
Timestamps, date guest
Yeah.
announcements.
Some
You guys
for
are getting it
everyone.
all.
And you guys can go back and be like, "Oh, these guys lied about all this shit.
Yeah.
This wasn't the date at all." No, we have so much to catch up on. Let's start from the top. F1 is done.
Oh, yeah. How was that for you boys? Let me ask you this. Okay, hold on. So F1 was a whole ass week, or was it like 3 days, right?
It was a weekend.
It was a
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah.
Weekend starting Friday.
Yes.
Thursday.
Okay,
Thursday.
Oh yeah,
weekend starting
Thursday.
Thursday.
So
okay.
long weekend.
So let's start on Thursday. So how was Thursday for boys?
Thursday was good. I left to get to my gig 2 hours early. I'm like, I'm not taking any chances. And the drive.
And we've been getting heckled about that all week.
I don't think you
emails,
should. Why?
Matt,
How
Why?
many emails, routes, road closure
Maps.
notifications.
Instagram links.
Yeah, we've been getting all kinds of shit for everything. Like, be warned, we're
What?
changing all in times to early. Nothing will make you realize how corporate. Like, I think this weekend made me realize just how corporate our workflow has been. Working with an agency that's like, here's your schedule, here's our planned dates and routes. Everybody, we're moving everybody's in time and 2 hours early, so you're on time. Like,
So Neek, how was Thursday for you?
so I actually wasn't in town. I didn't have any F1 bookings on the strip, so I took off. I left town.
And we gotta talk about that.
Okay.
Mr.
So then
Hawaii.
we back to Colin here.
We're back to Colin. Colin had to be in the shit. So
Yeah.
Colin's really the guy, the F1.
I was
guy
in the
right now.
trenches. It was cool. So here's what happened. I showed up. It took me about 15 minutes to get to work, which was a breeze.
Right.
Luckily, and I was like, okay, cool. I parked on the same floor as the bridge to the casino. No problem. Done and done. I was at Rum Bar that night. So I get there and practice is just starting. so it's loud. And I take my video.
And for everybody, sorry, so that everybody knows, Rum Bar is kind of outside, so it's right there on the
outside.
strip.
Yeah, so the cars are racing right in front of Rum Bar, which is cool. Like it's a dope environment.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming practice went longer than 8 minutes. So, for those that have been living under a hole or in a hole or under a rock,
while in the hole,
below a hole,
while living in the rock, hole, under a rock.
Yeah, there was a drain cover issue. There's all of these drain covers on the track, which is just basically the road that Neek and I drive every day, you know, and they're like, we're going to do a race tonight. After months and months and months of prep, they didn't think that these cars are driving by so fast that the suction lifts up these drain covers under the car, under these $15 million cars. So one of the cars is coming around during practice, and lo and behold, sucked up one of the drain covers, and sparks go flying. Right away, race practice over. 8 minutes in, clock it, race is a wrap. So everyone is left with these late night parties.
Oh, yeah. This is like the We Are Young tour all over again.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes.
So everyone has parties that are slated. I was slated to start at 10 p.m. until 3 a.m.
Right.
With the race wrapping up, or just after 9 o'clock, people are kind of like, what? You know, like kind of sitting around. And they're like, well, we're going to do the second practice later on tonight. We're going to do it at 2 a.m. And so everybody's like, okay, well, I guess we'll just stay here in our suites and kind of wait it out or whatever. It nosedived all of these parties. Like everything on the strip was kind of caught off guard because people were like, well, I was kind of planning on being at practice for most of the night and blah, blah, blah. So there's no one, they were going to go late night, I should say. I played, it ended up working out okay. I had a nice room, but the vibe was basically like a bunch of people in town being like, what the fuck is going on? So that kind of set the tone for the weekend. So when it's slow on the first night, everyone is kind of like, is this going to be a theme?
Right.
People are kind of looking around. People are posting videos that the hotels have no lines at 5 p.m. on a Friday night. Pretty alarming. So now at this point, social media bloggers and outlets are starting to refer to this as Tire Fest, Tyre Fest, because the price point was set so enormously high,
right,
that the average Joe, the working man F1 fan, couldn't even touch a room.
Right.
Couldn't even touch a ticket. Couldn't even anything. And meanwhile, everywhere on the strip has these screens on the glass. So if you're crossing a pedestrian bridge, you can't even see. It's opaqued out.
Oh, what?
So anyone that's
so they were like nickel and diming everybody.
It's corporate wow. I mean, I get it, but goddamn.
So people were riding the elevator up and down to get a view.
Oh wow.
The escalator up and down, or walking up it. There's videos of people walking up the down escalator so they can take video.
Oh yeah, because they'll stay in one spot.
It was just like, it was believable the amount of hype that went into this.
Yeah.
And then we started to watch rooms tank. The price points on these hotel rooms were slowly going down and down and down. I saw at some point somebody had an offer at Circus for resort fees only.
What? God damn.
I think the hype was just set so high. The price point was set so astronomical.
Yeah.
And it's no secret too that we're in a recession. That inflation is real, that people are tightening their belts. Like globally, we see it everywhere. Like there's not a surplus of money going around where people are like, I have all this extra money, like why don't I just go to F1? Also, in the first year, they're not really inclined to go to a brand new race when they can go to a tried and true like Austin, Texas.
Which is the best race course in America.
So maybe they'll figure it out next year.
See,
I'm sure.
So Miami did it better then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
I'm sure it did great.
I wouldn't doubt that we did the worst.
Right. Money wise spent in the casinos, I heard the dealers made a fucking killing because these whales came in.
Yeah, true.
You know, people. True. I heard that the Wynn dealers split $2,800 each that night in tips for Saturday night. Pretty nice payday. But is it enough to bring back these big ballers for next year? Is the experience enough to retain the clients? I don't know.
Honestly, like, so I mean, that's just night one.
Right.
And those numbers don't sound much more than like a Memorial Day or a Labor Day weekend.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're huge, they're big, but they don't sound much more than a Labor Day or Memorial Day, and those days are more lucrative. Clubs are busier, like everything is busier.
These restaurants were dead. These restaurants were fucking
everywhere
dead.
Was dead.
Everywhere.
Everywhere was dead. Clubs were dead. I think everybody expects to make huge money, and it was a dud everywhere. Which that part I don't understand because people came out. So where were they?
Yeah, where were they then?
Stayed in the high roller rooms.
They probably spent way too much money just to even be here. The cost of entry was too high.
Yeah.
Parking was $100, so now you're not even getting like locals.
Yeah.
Did Usher have a show?
I don't think so.
I mean, at that point, we're talking Park MGM versus the Wynn and Cosmo. Even the level of like the cost of those rooms versus like it's not even.
Yeah.
So to put it in perspective, Planet Hollywood had a pretty good view of the Strip. They were charging $9,999 for Saturday night. For Planet
that's just
Hollywood.
for a regular room, right?
Regular
strip view.
Yep.
Damn.
9,999.
Damn.
So it was dead everywhere. Like I haven't heard from one DJ yet to be like, dude, gig was crazy all weekend. Everything was spread out. F1 kind of fucked nightlife over from what I'm gathering.
Damn.
I had a good Friday night at Super Frico as far as attendance, but that is a restaurant where you book out ahead of time for the experience.
Fair.
So I think that was built to win.
Okay.
A lot of this other shit though, man, like I think, and Neek, correct me if you think this is off, but I think a lot of people that had that money were posted up in the Heineken thing, and they got the package deal where it's like your party, your food, your everything is right here. Let's keep you on.
Uma had everybody set up pretty nice too.
Who played those?
Puma, and well, I know Crooked
Pee-wee.
played Puma. Pee Wee played for Heineken, right?
Spite Attack. Yeah.
Spider Tech. Like everybody in those areas were
Guy
pretty.
Gerber. Guy Gerber played.
Soxy.
Soxy, yeah.
Call,
it was like
call Tech and see how his experience was.
We'll see him today. I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
I'm curious to see how his was, because his would be like, Colin, yours was like agency or what, corporate to agency, and then his was like corporate to corporate.
Yeah, but
his was agency.
He was booked through the agency.
Oh, it was booked through the agency. Okay,
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I kind of have a feeling it was slow up there for him too, because that was Thursday night.
Okay.
With the same shit. So with the practice coming to a halt, I don't know if those people were inclined to necessarily stick around if nothing's going on the track. Just to hang out in the suites.
Right.
Because that's what that was for. That was like the
watch
party
the
while
race, hang out. It looks fucking slick. It looks fucking, it's like a crazy ass dance floor and neon everything, and you're right there and these cars are racing. But everyone had a fucking installation this weekend. So like,
right, okay.
You know, like I popped up and saw DJ Vice at the old One Oak in Mirage.
Oh,
and
wait a minute. So what's that called now?
I forget what it was. It was just a pop up club.
I don't know. Yeah, they just do like a pop up club. They just do like
night.
events there now.
Weird.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I thought this was just. I honestly, all right, this sounds fucking dumb. I thought it was because we walk by it every night going to Rum Bar.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just like a wall that they put a billboard on.
Because that's kind of what it is.
It's a whole ass club back there, like with a full bar and cedar wood and everything, like beautiful.
It's One Oak.
Yeah,
and it was One Oak. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I was like,
haven't been there in so long, obviously.
He said, "Oh, they built this."
Yeah, and then I was like, let me do a little research on this. Where am I here? And I was like, oh, this isn't a Coke closet. This is One Oak, Las Vegas.
I ran into Five.
Shout out.
Was it Saturday? Right?
Yeah.
At the they did the Puma pop up, the Puma ASAP pop up downtown next to Ferguson's.
Where at?
It's like this old gas station that they kind of just use as an art pop up during like festivals and stuff.
Which Rihanna and Rocky showed up to.
Rihanna and Rocky showed up Saturday night.
Oh.
Or Friday night.
Right across from Public Us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So they were out there. And,
insane look for downtown.
But I saw Five DJing there during the day, and then he was like, yeah, we're gonna be playing over at the old One Oak tonight. A lot of cool shit happened. Like Too Many DJs was doing that private party over at Omnia for Mercedes, and we were sick because we couldn't go.
Dude, crazy.
What happened?
Well, it was a private event. It was Saturday. I was working. I think Colin was booked.
I was booked, but my gig was canceled, so I was downtown. All this private party shit, you got to have money for.
Yeah,
it's like I don't have the juice for that, and
it was one of those things too, where like because I worked at Omnia for so long, like I still know the whole staff and management. I probably could have got in, but I don't know if I could have brought anybody with me.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, you had to work.
Also, I had to work. I would have to leave work early to like pull that one off, but to go to the club and then to go all the way to Caesars during F1 by myself, it wasn't. I didn't know if it was feasible or not. In retrospect, I probably would have got there in 20 minutes, but at the time it seemed like it would have taken me 2 hours.
I was freaked out because I had to play vinyl on Friday, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to take a tram with these crates, and I'm like picturing myself sweating, showing up in just the worst possible visual that you can do, like carrying these records, being like, I'm your DJ here, because it was my first night
and then
there.
to start DJing.
yeah,
Worse.
Sweating in the restaurant.
Sweating right when you start DJing. That's the worst.
Yeah, but it was very cush for a certain Neek Lopez this past week, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about that.
So took a last minute trip to Hawaii. It was just fucking
Go on.
went for it.
So nonchalant.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's been happening, but the last couple of months, my schedule will come out and I'll have a week off. Like I'll work Friday, Saturday, and then I'll just have nothing till the weekend.
Yeah.
Like I won't have a single gig, and it always has one gig throughout the month. I mean, 1 week throughout the month. So a friend of mine was going to Hawaii and she had a comp. So she was like, yo, you should pull up. And I was like, fuck, I got miles. I got a week off.
Let's
Fuck
roll.
it. Off to Hawaii. Never been. Leaving Hawaii is the most depressing thing I've ever done in my life. Getting on a plane and leaving paradise is the worst thing I've ever done to myself.
Yeah.
But I had a blast, man. The first night was kind of brutal. I was sick as a dog. One of the waitresses at work got me sick. Not in a spicy way. She came to work sick and talked a little too close to my face. So shout out to Jules. She got me.
What we call it now?
No, that's literally what it was. Nothing crazy. Nothing.
Shout out, Jules.
Nothing crazy.
Hey, Jules. Hey.
But can we include a little bit of sauce on this and say, okay,
no,
I was gonna say being sick on vacation,
okay,
with someone of the opposite sex is not great. Not a great look.
No, not great. Not great.
Not a great look.
Not a great look. Not exactly what.
There's no way to look cool while you're sick.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Can I say that? I'll say that.
I'm trying to look cool. Like I'm trying to keep it together.
And that's the part that sucks because you're trying to do it. You know what I mean?
Yes. So you're trying to be cool. You're trying to be like a cool person to hang out with.
Yeah.
So luckily the schedules are our arrival times were pretty spread out, but I left Las Vegas at 5:30 a.m.
Okay.
So I'm getting there at noon.
Yeah.
She got there at 5:30 a.m.
Okay.
So she's way too early to get the room.
Uh-huh.
And it's not the room's basically check-in's not going to be available basically till I get there.
Right.
So we're both arriving super tired. So it's like no adventures. We have to take a nap first. So we were both on the same page with that. So I was like, okay, dope. Like when I get there, I get to shower and take a nap. So hopefully after that, come dinner, I'll be like, I'll have my bearings about me at least a little bit because that flight there was brutal, fam. I was on a regular ass coach flight, sitting in a chair.
8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours,
plastic chair, bones hurting, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna survive this week. But we survived the night. The rest of the vacation was fucking rad.
Because you showed up with a fever, right? You kind of had a fever.
I had a fever. I was sweating.
Yeah.
I was cold. I was sick, bro.
No.
And I'm like, if I sleep, and then we both passed out because we were both so tired. Like at the end of the night, knocked out and slept for like 9-10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, cool. She's just as tired as I am, but I'm like, I gotta get well. Woke up the next day feeling way better. I was like, all right, we're gonna be good. Cause I was full blown like, I might just have to get a new room. Like I might just have to move out.
That's the part where you're like, you're not on your own turf. Being sick on vacation, being sick.
You already have like travel gut too.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
you're a little bit off.
It was all fucked up, fam. It was all fucked up, and you're trying to not look sick. That's the other part.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
yeah.
like, am I sick or is this just from lack of sleep? Because I pulled an all-nighter because I had a gig and then I had to fly at 5:30. So I'm like,
See, that's always the worst, also, right?
right.
Because both can play the same role.
And that's what I'm thinking. I was like, am I ill or am I just
Tired.
tired as hell? Also, he's gonna laugh at this variable. I wore a weird hat that like kind of pinched right here on my temple because the bend.
Oh, so all night you're trying to figure
So
out.
I was like, did my
why
hat give
your
me
head
a
was hurting?
migraine? I didn't wear a clown hat or something like a top hat.
Yeah, it's like, what?
No, I wore like a fitted, but the bend, the corners were right
2009
on my
Bruno
temple.
Mars.
Yeah, showed up in a fucking weird hat.
Yo, being a rotten egg but dressed in a Hawaiian shirt is just such a bad look. You're like, here he is, Mr. Hawaiian, and you're like, aloha or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, I need to use the restroom. You're like just sweating, like being.
So I was in the group chat. You were telling me you and Thor were just laughing at me the whole time.
Thor and I had a heyday because
Shout out Thor.
A little bit of context. I'm not gonna air you out, Neek. I'm just gonna share a little bit of context. This is really the first interaction of hanging out with your guest in Hawaii.
Yes.
Which is very important
to this extent, yes.
Exactly.
Yes. So you're showing up bruised and broken, and you're like, here he is, Mr. Hawaii, and like sweating and wearing a weird hat, and you're like, I may have to get my own room. And Thor and I are loving it. We're fucking loving it because the idea of some poor man with a washcloth on his head and a Hawaii guest being like, let's go to this, let's go do that, I want to try this food, blah, 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 and you dying, like laying on the couch, like, please come back, please come back.
It's so funny because it's like I'm supposed to be giving off this like a spontaneous, adventurous person, and I'm fucking not that. You guys know me. I am not guy. This motherfucker, dog.
Yeah. Cosplay. So you're cosplaying while sick.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite part.
And dog, the first thing we ate at this like restaurant that was whack. We didn't realize it was like a military only resort that we were at first. We weren't staying there, but where we met up. Was like a military only resort. It was beautiful, but we go to the restaurant there, just like yeah, it's the closest thing. Let's eat real quick before we go unpack. And it's like the food was terrible. I get this like turkey pesto sandwich just because I'm like, I just need something. I want something light. Turkey pesto sounds fine. And it's like the greasiest, oiliest sandwich I've ever panini. It's like a soggy panini. It's not crispy.
Trav, Neek is essentially somebody doing a historical reenactment, but with the flu.
100%. 100%.
100%. So I just wasn't like, I'm trying. I'm like, I'm gonna eat half of this sandwich. I take the first bite. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. Like just to get to the first half, because I was like, I need sustenance for one, priority number one. Also, number two, you look weird if you don't eat half a sandwich. Like okay. You have to eat.
Here's my question though. So you get to Hawaii, right? This is what you ate in Hawaii.
This is my first thing I ate.
Why weren't we going for like a local moco? Or like some
we weren't again, it was mad early. So it's noon right now. She's already like kind of tired. We've already like established like we don't want to do shit. We're so tired. Let's just take a nap before we hit the streets and get like anything.
Loco moco with a fever.
Hey, listen.
No, but I hear you. Like you would
listen,
think. Like,
but okay, turkey pesto panini.
It was just because that's what was at the restaurant that was where we met. Like it was just right there. So we're assuming it's fine. Also, if you saw where we were, you would assume that the restaurant is probably dope. And we get there, I see this menu, and I'm like, oh, this ain't Hawaiian food. Like, this isn't.
Yeah.
They got like 5 things on this menu. So I'm like, all right, just something light, just to get me, just get me right, like so I can survive.
Uh-huh.
And this fucking turkey pesto was the grossest thing I ever had. She said her food was gross too, so we're both like, this is whack. Made a bad choice here. Military base, so no tax.
So what?
Shout out.
And dog, we ended up eating good like for dinner and honestly moving forward, but that first meal combined with being ill was
He's
just
like, it's
not
just
fresh.
not going right now.
It just wasn't going right. And dog, we were supposed to go
He
snorkeling day
turns
one.
to the Jaden Smith meme. I just want to go home.
I just want to go
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
Dog, we were
Kanye man
supposed to go
on vacation.
snorkeling day
Yeah.
one. I was supposed to be in the fucking ocean with a snorkel on day one. And now that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get here and have to snorkel. Sick. I can barely breathe. I'm coughing. I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown in a fucking reef. That's what was going through my head. And it was too windy to go snorkeling. So I was like, thank God. We ended up having a fucking blast.
Hey,
I think the video.
yourself.
I think the picture for the podcast has to be Kanye Matt on vacation. I
Okay, it will
think
be.
this week's episode
It will
has to be that.
Oh man, I was just sitting there dreading the whole time, like, oh my God, I look like such a fucking fool. Like,
so funny, bro.
why did I do this? I used these miles to come to Hawaii and be sick.
That's so funny.
And now I gotta get a room. Like,
Hella miles. Hella miles.
Hella miles.
Well, since we did last week, we did a Mount Rushmore, or 2 weeks ago with Cable. That seems to be doing pretty well on the internet.
People are loving that.
People are loving their Mount Rushmore. Everyone unanimously said this is right. This is the right answer.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Which is crazy because
nobody agrees on the internet.
No one agrees on the internet.
Nobody agrees on the internet.
Shout out to Cable.
Shout
out to getting the internet to all come together in unison.
For real.
I saw no back talk.
None.
And when there's no back talk, I'm like, is this thing on?
It makes me nervous. It really makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me nervous going there and reposting it because, like, I'm like, just somebody's going to come up here and, like, say some shit.
There was none.
There's still none.
There was zero. So now we ask this. For this week's Mount Rushmore, I want to do a continuous Mount Rushmore every week. There is 3 of us, so unanimously we'll have to pick one as well.
One Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Okay.
One collectively.
Yeah, one collective Mount Rushmore.
So everyone gets a solo pick, and then we get a pick for the podcast.
Fair.
I had 4 people on today's episode ready to go, but Grant is on Alaska time, and we know how that goes. So this week's pick.
It's like dark all the day, huh?
Yeah. It's 30 days of night, right?
Yeah.
This week's Mount Rushmore, drum roll please. Brrr. What animal is your spirit animal?
Mount Rushmore spirit animals.
Yep, everybody gets a spirit animal.
Oh, so we all pick a spirit animal.
Yep, and then we collectively pick one for the podcast.
Okay, this is like a Power Ranger thing. I'm in.
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Huh.
Elephant.
Elephant. Yeah, you got it on your hand. Yeah,
elephant's solid. That's a very wise, powerful.
Keep going.
And mysterious animal.
You're not done yet.
I think those are the bullet points.
No, there's still more.
Large, mysterious. Did I say wise?
Can fly.
Elephants can't fly.
You seen Dumbo?
This is true. And that's the first thing I thought.
Thank you.
As a child, I was scared of heffalumps and woozles from Winnie the Pooh. When I think about flying elephants,
Yikes. My man was having fun watching that. He's like, yo, turn this shit off.
Yeah, during Dumbo, the fucking like the trippy scene where they get drunk.
Yo, what
Those are
is
the
this?
heffalumps from Winnie the Pooh. Very scary.
He was in, now he's
Like,
out.
Nick was like
I was
that
like,
little,
yo, what the fuck is going
you
on?
see that little
Turn
kid,
this shit off.
that Halloween meme with the little kid walking around the car, and then his dad pops
Yeah.
out. That's Neek.
Remember the flying monkeys on Wizard of Oz? That shit was scary.
Yo, that scared the shit out of me as a little kid, bro.
That
they were
was
scary.
kidnappers.
Dog. That shit was
It
Yeah.
scared the shit out of me as a little kid, man. I couldn't watch that.
Scary.
It was
Spirit
wild.
Animal.
Thriller was a problem for me as a little kid too.
Oh yeah. They'll
Thriller
laugh
didn't
at
scare
you.
me for some reason. I was scared of most things, but Thriller didn't scare me. Maybe because I trusted Michael too much.
Damn, Nick.
Whoa.
Damn. No, Thriller scared me because
a lot
I'm
of
like,
people
yo,
did.
I
is
loved
Mike
Michael
doing
Jackson. He could do no wrong. Thriller was not a threat to me as long as Michael Jackson was involved.
That's funny.
Nick said,
I'm
I'll
trying to
accept
think
him
of-
as a zombie. I'll accept him young.
I'll accept him
old.
however
Black, white, I don't care.
Whatever he's given, I'm taking.
Neek is like, let's fucking go.
Let's go. Black, white.
All
I
those
don't care.
faces morphing. Neek's like, I'm in.
Yeah, right? And he
I've
was,
been
he
on
has that
all of
little
it.
kid in the meme running away, man. My parents had to put on the making of Thriller, be able to like, yo, see, like this is like actually makeup that Mike has on.
That kind
Like,
of
he's
was
not a
worse.
You're sure.
Because they were just showing these zombies like hanging out, and I was like, I don't like that.
Yeah, no,
Oh
I
my
couldn't handle that as a kid.
What is my
Not Mike,
spirit
not my
animal?
guy Mike. Mm-mm.
My spirit animal is probably like, I don't know. I want to be realistic to my personality and not my ego.
Mm.
If it was my ego, it'd be like a lion or something.
Everyone has
stupid,
two.
like-
I think you're right. I think
Everybody
there's
has
But my
two spirit
personality, my personality, a hamster.
That's
You know,
funny.
like-
Holy shit! We're putting a hamster on the Mount Rushmore.
You know, like something
Elephant.
very,
hamster.
Right.
something very relaxed. A sloth.
Sloth is good.
That'll work.
A panda.
A what?
A panda.
A panda?
Panda's good.
Panda.
Fuck, what am I gonna say? I don't know. I need some help. What do you guys think?
Well, I think you're the leader of this podcast, so I think you have to have a strong animal.
Hamsters out. Hamsters out.
Hamsters out.
You could,
You can't have two hamsters on
We can't We can't
No,
have
not at
two
all.
rodents.
Yeah.
You have to be definitely. Is he an aquatic animal?
That's a good question.
You need land and sea. I will say that. Yeah.
I
I'll
don't
go
think
with an American bald eagle.
I'm with an
That's a good one.
American bald eagle.
I was kind of thinking that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like that you're a bird. Yeah.
Because they get down into the water too.
They do.
They're all terrain.
Mhm.
Grant is
They
a
don't give a
moose.
fuck too. They'll be flying over.
Have you
trying
heard
to
an
find
eagle?
something. Huh?
Have you heard an eagle?
Screaming
Yeah.
Eagle. Yeah. Shoo.
Like the
That's,
sound an
Every
eagle
time
makes
Travis
is
Scott
not-
performs.
Travis Scott. Yeah.
The sound an eagle makes in real life is not the sound that media.
That's the Travis Scott drop.
It's a real eagle.
Have you not heard
No,
the Travis Scott drop?
I mean, it's. I don't. I think it's different.
You've heard the Travis Scott drop, Neek.
It's like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna play you the sound of an eagle.
Hell yeah. Let's
Hey,
go.
YouTube, do not take this down.
Don't take it down.
We do not own the sound of this eagle. We can't. Oh, he just talking.
Yeah.
A whistle.
He talking.
They
He
just
talking to his
it's
other
like a
brethren out
loud
there.
whistle. Yeah, he's talking.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how they
speak it
sound.
up.
They don't actually sound like
It's not like a. Shoo.
The
Yeah.
call that we hear, like it's like a
well, that's the war. That's war eagle. That's a call. Like that's the battle
like an
call.
American bald eagle. It's a twerpy whistle.
Oh, he was calling his homies.
That's how they sound, bro.
He talking.
That's the only sound they make. They're not.
No, he just
parrots.
talking to his people.
Right, in eagle. Regardless of the context, that's what
the attack noise is different.
But wait a minute. Do you have a sound of an eagle screaming though?
Screaming eagle.
This video is literally called "Bald Eagle Cry," the cry of a bald eagle.
That's the cry. I'm talking about the scream.
Okay, we'll find another bald eagle calling.
This is way off. Do we want to do a? Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I wish it would just get to the point. I don't know why it's got to like
3 hours
simmer for so long. Here we go.
Huh.
That's not as cool.
They sound like turkeys.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
Spirit animal for the podcast. What do we got?
Well, I Kim Grant's is a moose.
Grant has to be a moose.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, we got 4 right there.
Yeah, we have
good.
4.
We're good. That's perfect. Yeah, Grant has to be a moose.
Yeah. So Grant, post production, you can make that since you're not here.
Yeah.
Make that into a...
Boom.
He's the sometimes why of the podcast. I love the variable member.
Yeah.
Always in our hearts.
Billy Preston.
Sometimes on the show.
Yes.
Billy Preston of the band. I had an interesting situation happen the other day, and I want you guys to weigh in on this.
Okay.
And feel free, in the comments of this podcast on Instagram to weigh in on it. I was out with my fiance.
Hey, shout out
her
to
friends and
shout
her
out
friends. And while we weren't paying attention, one of her friends took a picture of us. And
Candid shot.
Yeah. And I like kind of looked back over, and like her friend like looked at me like, hey, and then like went back to text.
She like, hey,
but didn't send the picture.
So that's for her own archives.
At first, I was like, "That's very sweet." Maybe here's the thing.
Sure.
Okay, keep going. I'm assuming there's more before I weigh in.
I didn't say anything. And I kind of...
Wait a minute. Did you just look at her just...
No, I didn't want to make direct eye contact because I saw that she like... It was like this. Oh. And then like back to texting.
Looking down at her phone, looking up at you, looking at her.
This is what it was. Here's the whole interaction. So with that, I'm like, okay, this was probably sent to the person she was texting. Hey, I'm out with friends. Here's a picture of me out with my friends. I do that to Neek all the time. Here I am. I'm eating ramen. I'll be home soon. Boom. Done and done. It wasn't sent.
You do? I love that somewhere in Colin's phone, there's pictures of me eating ramen, just various foods.
And it also wasn't posted as an Instagram story, which my initial reaction would be like, oh, snapped a pic. Had an awesome,
look at these lovebirds.
Awesome time out with, I should have said something, okay, but at the point, I kind of felt like Larry David, where I was going to be like, "What was that?" Like where I wanted it. Whoa!
Wait a minute!
Whoa!
What the hell was that?
What did she take it with the flash though?
No flash.
Oh, okay.
Because it was text, and then like,
oh my god! So,
but I didn't want to make I was in a conversation and I saw this.
You saw it,
and I was like, Don't acknowledge that. Keep the conversation over here.
Oh.
But I knew. I fucking saw that.
So my initial reaction was prior to finding out that you didn't get the pictures back was it's kind of a sweet, kind gesture. Take candid pictures of your friends in a relationship, send them pictures that they can post. But maybe the picture wasn't a good picture. And she's like, I wanted it to be candid. So
she took 2.
I mean, it's
one
First one wasn't good enough.
Phone. I was on my phone for one, and then I was interacting for the second one.
First one wasn't good enough. Wait a minute.
You probably got caught on she got caught on the second one and gave up. But that's not even that big of a deal. At that point,
wait a minute, hold up. So there was going to be a third pick, Neek.
There was going to be a third pick, but he got caught. They got caught. So what I think
of like us laughing or something.
Yes. Let's see. That's good.
That's
like people could look bad in those pictures too.
You are giving her the benefit of the doubt here. I'm the other way.
I'm trying to give the
I'm
benefit
the opposite
of the
way
doubt.
right now. I'm the opposite way. I'm sorry, Neek.
You think she's like, look at
Fuck
this
her, bro.
morons.
Fuck her.
I'm so sick of seeing
the fuck is she doing?
Boyfriend.
What is she doing? Why is she taking a picture of my man's like that?
She's probably talking shit to her other friends. Like, I'm so sick of
and being
her
sneaky
fucking
about it
stupid
too.
boyfriend, flirting all the guys, smooching all the fucking time.
See?
Why did she bring him around all the
time?
time?
You know who Judas is if something gets fucked up, bro. Come on,
dog. What is?
I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt.
What is that picture for?
Yeah, why?
It's malicious intent.
Why? Like for
it's
what?
one extreme or the other. That's for sure.
And like, be sneaky about it too.
Now you gotta watch.
Because okay. Let's put it this way. Okay, there's so many times when I'm DJing, and people come up to me and I see them with their phone up, right, and then I look at them and they go, "Oh, can I take a picture of you or can I take a video of you?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." I see that shit all the time, and for her to do that, I ain't buying it, Neek.
But sometimes people just do it.
Why?
I think when people just do it, though, you might be.
Here's the thing. We have a small window here. We could see this picture wedding week. Okay? If we don't see it wedding week.
Hold up. Point her out to me. Point her out to me wedding week, though.
Yeah.
All right? I need to be prepared for this shit.
We're taking pictures of her.
Yeah, man. Listen.
We're going to take pictures of her, and we're not going to be so candid.
Listen.
Phone's staying up.
Listen.
I'm going to do this with my eyes. I'm going to squint.
There it is.
Listen.
You got the click?
No, just do it in burst.
I'm going to bring a disposable. Wind it up.
Wind it every
Just walking around with the camera up to your eyes. That's a move right there.
It is
just
a move.
Talking to people only through the lens of the camera the whole night.
Yes.
How are you, Neek Lopez? Nice to meet you.
Hi, hello, Neek Lopez here. I'm having such a good time at this wedding.
Hold on. Let me get my hand in this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Neek, you have to play a character
wedding?
at the wedding. I love that.
I'm gonna do it during the ceremony too, since I'll be in a suit.
There's a photographer, but we can have.
But it's me.
This as well.
But I will be also doing photography
or shadowing the photographer directly behind the
over his shoulder,
over the shoulder the whole time.
Nailed it.
POV.
Beautiful.
I'm the photographer.
Beautiful. Nailed it. so quiet.
Whisper into the photographer's ear while the photographer's taking a picture.
So nice. That's
a pic.
That's so nice.
Good. That's a pic.
Oh, you got it. That was such a good.
You should move to the left a little bit.
So close, so loud. Move to the left.
There's a lot of sky in that one.
We have a window to see this picture.
I don't think you'll see the picture.
He's right, though.
For one of two reasons, regardless of the I think depending on the intent, be it good or bad, I think if it was a good picture, you would have seen it already.
Sure.
And if they were just trying to get a cute, candid picture of you, they would have sent it to you.
The window.
Unless it's like going to be for the wedding, which
I knew the first one wasn't good, so I changed my pose. I was on my phone
He
for
said,
the first one.
Ah.
Second one, I was like,
Drop his shoulder.
but nonchalant, like not looking, dropping the shoulder.
See, honestly, you should have done that. Just to be able to like, listen, I caught you.
I caught you. Do a pose.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
if it's ill intended, it wasn't. You weren't supposed to see that anyways. She took that picture so she could talk shit in the other friend chat that doesn't have you and Tegan in it to be like, I'm so sick of this.
Yeah,
There's
because
no-
there's the
there's
side,
no
there's the
music.
That
side
seems
chat.
wild.
Side
There's
chat.
there's no mutuals though. Okay, so
Right.
they're friends with each other, but there's no mutuals outside of that.
Oh, so it's just these two.
Yeah,
Which leads me, I don't know what the fuck she was taking that picture for.
I know.
Yeah,
Should I have said
I
something?
mean, it's hard.
Should I
It's
have
hard.
said something?
It's also
It'll be a Larry David situation if you said something.
if you did,
because
it's too late.
What was that? Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I think also being dudes, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
right.
We don't do that. So I don't know. Like it's hard to like imagine what the intent could even be because I can't think of why I would do that.
Right.
I love your relationship. I'm not taking pictures of it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
That's a weird thing to do.
Or like,
So there's the window then.
or like looking up and being like, that.
Like, why were you being sneaky?
That part was weird.
If
man.
I did it, I would not be sneaky.
even
and
if
you
I got
just be like-
caught, like because
Nico's just
did
being
she know
cool.
did she know
and,
that
like
you
catching
saw her?
pictures of me and my girl.
I mean, she didn't take another picture after that.
See, okay, so even if I got caught, I would be forthright. Yeah, I was taking a picture of you guys.
You'd have to be so like
You know?
you'd have to be the photography friend for that to be normal.
Wait a minute, is she friends with?
I was the only picture taken that night.
That's not normal.
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
What the fuck was she
weird
doing?
energy,
I
man.
I
That's really weird
really
energy.
truly hope that she was like in her mind
There's a
like I'm
window.
gonna get a picture of my friends.
There's a window.
I love
Neek.
their relationship. I'm so happy for them. I'm gonna take this picture.
Neek, the more and more you talk, the window is like getting bigger and bigger, bro. You said that there was no window. There's a window here.
Open.
I'm just saying I hope.
Yeah, that's
hope
what
it
I'm
was-
saying. And what I'm saying is there's a window. You said there wasn't a window.
Yo,
There's
I
a
said there
window
was a
here
window.
now
You're
because
right.
we better
There
see
has
this
to be.
photo now.
This
Listen.
photo has to come through.
Thank you.
Listen,
You know what
I'm
this
gonna,
photo's-
I'm gonna, yeah.
Here
I'm
it
gonna-
is. This photo is going to be the Instagram post congratulating you on your marriage.
Yo.
That's the window. That's
it.
literally.
Because it's not
Exactly.
it's an iPhone picture. It's not going to be like on a fucking slideshow at your wedding. This is
Yeah,
going to be the
this is
picture
gonna be the
she uses
congrats.
on Instagram. Be like, congrats, guys.
Yeah. And that's the window.
Of me on my phone and her having a conversation with somebody. Congratulations on your
The
wedding.
picture you didn't catch is probably the one.
That's
Okay.
fucking weird.
Okay, the second I'm gonna say the second one turned out.
Hold up.
Unless you just didn't catch her taking.
That's what
other
I'm saying.
photos.
That's what I was about to say. How many pics were actually taken?
You don't know. You didn't.
There's no way of knowing.
yeah.
There's no way of knowing that. That's a known unknown
A paparazzo
or an unknown
shot,
known.
A paparazzo shot is very. It's alarming to anyone
Yeah.
It's
because
alarming.
no one's
That's all it is.
ever
Never
taking
ready.
a picture of you where you look great.
But it's never. I've had friends that like do photography, get candid pictures of me that look sick.
Right.
But you get them. They give them to
You
you.
do end up
He's
getting
right.
them,
He's
but I'm
right.
not.
He's right.
This specific scenario is a little different because you are engaged with a wedding coming up.
We have a window. And you
Wow.
guys will get tagged in it. I'm gonna duck the tags for both you guys on the Instagram story when this comes out, and you'll know why am I getting tagged.
This
in
is the
picture?
photo.
This is the picture.
Hell yeah.
I
I pray to
hope-
God
I
that
hope.
this photo comes out. Like for real. For her sake, yes.
Gosh, she will look so odd if she doesn't post.
No, she already looks odd. That's the thing.
there's a window.
She's
Damn,
the oddball in
dog.
the room with the window not even open yet.
The
That
amount
window's
of
there.
pictures we never get back. Granted,
You know what is
I
prob-
will lead
yeah.
with that. There's
Yeah.
so many pictures that people take of us that we never see.
You're right. You're right.
This
You know what's gonna
is
be so
such a
funny?
specific picture.
And a real chance. She forgets she took this picture, and then the wedding goes by and she never posts it. And now it's just in her phone. And now
Yeah.
she's inadvertently, like accidentally weird.
Now she's the fucking stooge of this podcast.
Now she's weird for on accident.
You're
You
fucking
remember you
weirdo.
took that picture of me? We were waiting for you to post it. She's like, dude, I forgot.
We need to
you
clip
guys,
this just for her sake too.
Do you guys remember? Would you remember the picture?
If we clip this,
There's a
Grant
solid chance I
got to
would
clip
forget.
this. This got to be clipped.
No, because she'll see it.
Good.
Act of war.
The fucking weirdo here.
I would feel so dumb because I know there's a 50-50 chance I would forget that I took that picture.
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn, congratulations. I'm like, oh, I should
I
have
had
posted
a
the fucking
picture.
picture.
That's the wedding gift.
Wait. You guys were where when this was taken?
18-bit.
How many drinks did she have?
Early in the night, bro. Early in the night.
So she started early
1,
drinking?
2.
No, I maybe 1 or 2 drinks. Maybe 2.
So she might forget.
She can forget.
Yeah.
Is it my duty to remind now?
No. I think that picture was
that's the Larry David shit.
to remind her, be like, hey,
bag looks a little short here. Something's missing.
Actually, okay, see, the move might be, hey, Tegan, did you ever get the picture back from so-and-so that she took of us?
Because I would be in it.
does Tegan now know about this picture? Have you told her this story?
She knows.
Did she also notice the picture being taken, or did you like inform her?
She noticed as well.
Oh, so now you're both wondering.
Oh, so you're both in this. Okay.
Oh boy, it would be funnier if only you noticed and you didn't say anything.
Yeah,
You're confiding in us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some Larry David shit.
That's some Larry David shit. For you to be
yeah.
like, Tegan has no idea this picture was taken. I don't know how to bring it up.
But she wasn't alarmed until I was.
Oh, so she was cool with it.
So she's thinking because that's some girl shit. That's what we were saying. That's not dude shit. That's some girl shit. She's like, how
Right.
sweet. She took pictures of us.
Until
You're like, but why?
Why?
the bald eagle comes screaming in.
What does it sound like?
Squeak, squeak.
We all have a completely different noise for the bald eagle. You're like, I'm gonna describe an animal. by
After
making a
2
noise. You
examples,
tell
we
me
still
what
have
you-
no fucking idea what a bald eagle sounds like.
We can tell you the sample of so-and-so song, but we can't.
Yeah.
No idea what a
Give me
fucking bald eagle
Oh my
sounds like.
god.
A goddamn clue.
Literally
Okay.
heard it 30 seconds ago. Couldn't
for
tell
sure.
you.
Oh my god. What's left on my list here? Okay, we talked about the picture debacle. Okay.
Ugh.
Last but not least, well, there's 2 things. We'll do the song too. But do you guys know what a tangelo is? Have you ever heard that word? Tangelo? Tangelo?
No.
No.
It's a fruit.
Go on. So it's a tangerine and a
Grapefruit.
oh, okay.
So it's a citrus.
Citrus. But it kind of looks like everything else. And I was just wondering.
Is it big? It's like a big, like a grapefruit.
It's got like a nose. It's like
Oh, it's like a pear.
Close. Pear's got more of an ass.
Okay.
Tangelo's
You're
got-
thinking of a peach. A pear's got. No, a pear does have
Think about the
ass.
pear.
It's got like
It's probably the shape.
a nose.
Yeah, it's almost like a pear.
It's like an orange lemon.
No, it's like it's like one of the lemon juices that you get.
Yeah, yeah. The
You know what I'm
little
talking
bottle.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like-
so it's
Oh, yeah. It's like a little tangerine.
It's got like
so
a
it's,
little
it's
nose.
kind of got like a node like a lemon has,
yeah.
but
yeah.
it's an orange.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I've
This
had one of
feels
those.
like it feels like it's a new thing, right?
Is it?
That's definitely a man-made fruit. Like that's
Yeah.
that's the result of
The
splicing.
results of millions of years of crossbreeding.
Yeah, that's a crossbred fruit. That's not.
Here's the Wikipedia. You tell me if AI wrote this or not. All right. The Tangelo, citrus times Tangelo, is a citrus fruit hybrid of a citrus reticulata variety, such as mandarin orange or tangerine, and a citrus maxima variety, such as pomelo or grapefruit. The name is portmanteau of tangerine and pomelo. Tangelo.
Pomelo. Yeah. So definitely a man-made fruit.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in nature. That is a result of
They don't mate like that in nature.
That's when there's a
That's a ligar
thing where you split the seed and like I mean it's probably delicious.
Yeah.
That's like cotton candy grapes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the big grapes? The apple grapes?
Oh, yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit. It's got to be good.
It's probably delicious. Designer fruits.
Yeah. It's rich people, sprouts.
Definitely a some sprouts. Yeah. Definitely some rich
people
people fruit you get in a suburban.
Honey, make sure you grab 2 Tangelos.
Don't forget the cran apple.
While you're out at Sprouts.
While you're out at Sprouts.
Weird.
Don't forget the Tangelos.
Asking for things that didn't exist like years ago, like I gotta have my Tangelos.
like you gotta have your what?
Yeah, that is like some like king shit, right?
Yeah.
That you have exclusive fruits. Shut up.
They're like, they were out. All they had was mandarins and grapefruits. If you want to squeeze them together, like, are you out of your mind?
Are you out of your fucking mind? The thing about grapefruit, it's kind of like cilantro, where it's not an acquired taste. It's a genetic thing. So either you like them or you don't.
I'm out on grapefruit. That's how I am.
Really?
I don't like grapefruits either. I don't like grapefruit, but I like grapefruit flavored things.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure. What's that drink?
You like the artificial grapefruit taste?
Like Radlers?
Like Greyhound.
Oh, I've never had that.
I think Greyhound is vodka and grapefruit juice.
I used to drink Radlers, those Stiegel Radlers, the grapefruit sodas.
Oh, grapefruit juice and gin mixed over ice.
Let's go.
Greyhound.
Grapefruit juice and gin just works because it's so like bitter.
Yeah.
So I could see that working. Damn, Tangelo. Found out about a new fruit.
D'Angelo?
I'm gonna get one.
D'Angelo?
I thought it was like a hybrid like basketball. like basketball players. It's like
Tangelo.
Tangelo, like
D'Angelo.
Like or the or like the Ball brothers. It's their names together.
Yeah.
Like Leangelo. LaMelo.
Yeah.
Tangelo Ball.
Tangelo Ball is the fourth one, the new one.
Yeah.
Had another baby.
New Ball.
One of the Ball brothers' son. Tangelo Ball.
Oh my god. One song this week to add to the 5 on 5 podcast playlist.
Water remix featuring Travis Scott.
Fire.
That's how you get us to listen to it. Put it on the podcast.
Boom.
What do we got?
Are you gonna put a flute song on there?
No. Shout out, but no.
Oh man. Yo, the memes coming out for that album is hilarious.
They've been killing me, bro. They're so funny. The Andre 3000 memes are so funny. I saw one they drew him dressed as the Green Power Ranger with the flute. So funny.
Come on.
Or the diddle it diddle it do. I'm gonna add Rufus and Shaka Sweet Thing.
Oh. That
came on my gym playlist yesterday and it was fire. I forgot how much I love that song.
Don't you know you're my everything? Not the Mary J. Blige version?
No, that's a good one, but we're doing the OG. I was hitting my squats to that yesterday.
Hey. Oh, is that when you took the picture on the squat rack?
Yeah.
I'm going with MC Search, Back to the Grill.
Back to the grill again. The grill again. Fire.
Add it. Great Nas verse on there too.
I love that Search is responsible for Nas.
Crazy.
I
Crazy.
know who I paid. God, Surflight wondering.
Yeah, I think that should wrap it up
I
for
think that
us
wrap.
this week. Oh, last thing before we roll out.
The Bears
And
are terrible. God, they stink.
God, they stink.
They suck.
All my Bears homies
They're
are pissed.
so bad.
I'll
They're
be by
bad.
the Lions.
You end the game on a safe.
That's not good. Real
Jared
quick.
Goff threw 3 interceptions. 3.
Yeah, it's not good. When y'all were growing up, and correct me if y'all have never heard this, when it was thundering outside, did anyone ever say that's the Angels bowling?
No.
No.
I don't know if anybody's ever said that.
Okay.
Sounds like a
Okay.
Midwest thing.
Is that?
And maybe it might be Midwest.
No, it sounds like a Midwest thing because
It
there's
sounds like a
also
Midwest
one,
thing.
Okay.
when it's
First, in Las Vegas, we don't get enough to have analogies.
Yeah.
It's just thunder.
Let me see.
The
because when
2
it's
times
when
a
it's
year we
raining
get
out
it.
when it's raining outside and it's sunny, it's what is it? God's making the devil cry.
Oh, here.
Mm.
Childhood this I used to believe thing. Childhood beliefs website says thunder and lightning is God bowling.
Okay. Yep.
We got anytime it was thundering and lightning, we were just told to come inside. It's gonna fucking flood.
Yeah.
Get
Get your ass
inside, or you're gonna get
inside.
washed out into the streets.
Very direct. Well, what spawned that? Because it was earlier in the night of the mysterious picture. Tegan's other friend mentioned we got on the topic of Halloween, and she said, growing up, I used to believe that Halloween was a place that everyone went to, like in a stadium. Oh, we're going. It's Halloween. We go to this stadium.
We're going to
and
this event.
Yeah, and wear these costumes, and people give us candy, and then we come home. Like Halloween's a location.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And she was like, did y'all believe that too? And we were like, no way. Like,
Halloween was a holiday.
yeah, but she always thought
You
growing
thought it was a
up
sporting event.
that it was like a stadium thing. Like,
That's so
oh,
funny.
we're going to Halloween.
Yeah, the sporting event.
What's your guys' most embarrassing Halloween costume?
Oh man.
I have one. I have one right away. Right away, you've unlocked a fucking core memory. In elementary school, we did this haunted house in the office of the elementary school where everyone had a part. And it was kind of like you can pick your costume. You can pick as what you want to be in the haunted house and just show up, and here's your area that you stand in. So I wanted to be Dracula, and I had this rubber Dracula mask, this big mask that came on with like the head and everything, and I had a cape on, and I bought blood capsules. And so I remember this completely now that you've unlocked this fucking core memory, Neek. I had the mask on and I had the blood capsules. I had a handful of blood capsules to where it made sense in my mind, but you're not going to see it through the mask. Because the blood capsules, the person's under the mask with the blood capsules, and there's no hole for me to like blood out of my mouth. And so it was like our turn, like somebody came through my section of the haunted house, and I went to be like boo or like scare people or whatever, and I swallowed the open blood capsules. And so I was like like making noise in this Dracula head with with blood coming down my mouth and these blood capsules like stuck in my throat, these little plastic capsules. And I took the fucking mask off, and there's blood everywhere, and I'm like, like I can't breathe. And they took me out of the haunted house and gave me a bottle of water. And that was the end of that. I didn't get to go back into the haunted house, so I had the Dracula mask on top of my head for the rest of the day, and dried blood around my mouth, and I just had to sit out and watch everyone go through.
Yo, I can't follow that one up, man, and I'm not going. That's
My most embarrassing one was I probably was in like first grade, maybe kindergarten. And I was too young to pick my own costume, but I always wanted to be something scary. Like I always wanted to be the Grim Reaper. And my mom picked out I'm sorry, I'm crying from that story. My mom and my older sister picked out the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. And so I had so pissed. So
the most gaudy outfit ever. And
it's so
you gotta be a beast too.
Oh god. And it's one of those like masks where you're the mouth, basically. Like, so I've got his head sitting on top. And like the bottom half of his jaw is my face. I was so pissed. I did not want to go trick or treating. I remember crying. I was so embarrassed.
Colin, you want to know something fucked up though? It's like I can't picture Neek without a mustache. So I'm picturing this little kid with a mustache with this thing on top of it.
Yeah. Just being the mouth hole for someone else's costume is.
Oh my god, bro! I was so mad.
Is there a picture?
And
of you
I
in
don't
this?
know why. Like, I didn't get to know what I was gonna be until Halloween. Like, that's just the outfit they got for me. And I was like, what the hell?
Wait, did you think from then on out that Halloween was decided that night, that the costume was on the fly?
I didn't even. I was just like, how? Well, I picked that year. I was like, we're not doing this ever again. Do not ever make a fool of me.
You could fucking
I will pick my
traumatize
costumes
someone.
moving forward.
You could traumatize someone into thinking that that's completely normal for you to be assigned a costume night of for Halloween. And every year they just give you, oh, tonight you're a ninja.
Like, dude, you guys have to. I'll never forget the first Halloween that I got to pick something scary because I was a ninja like 2 years in a row because I was obsessed. But then I was like, I want to be something scary, and I wasn't allowed to be anything scary.
So you were the Beast.
That was the first one. I don't remember. I might have been a Power Ranger the next year or something like that. But fourth grade, I was finally allowed to be something scary, and I was the Scream Ghoul.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a mask that like squirt blood.
That's cool.
Like drip. Yeah, like
I was hoping that you're gonna say Pinhead because I just had the funniest picture in my mind just of you as a little kid as Pinhead with a fucking mustache.
That's
oh my god.
Oh my god, but that was me as I was Beast from Beauty and the Beast. That's my most embarrassing costume. I was so pissed. Unreal. I would say second to that would probably be the mime costume from last year.
Did you mime the whole night?
No, I was just Neek Lopez as a mime. Neek Lopez with makeup on.
Fuck it, we ball. Dude. Oh my god. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
We'll
happy
be back,
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone take care. I'm sure we'll have some sort of Thanksgiving greens, beans, tomatoes talk for next week.
You name it.
And until then, y'all stay safe. We'll see y'all out there.
Peace.